This is Colton Hill with Colton Hill Fishing. I'm going to do a tournament recap on Kincaid Lake. The tournament on Kincaid Lake was an Illinois Bass Nation College Series tournament. It was the state qualifier. It's either a win or go home kind of tournament. The winner gets to go to the national championship for College Bassmaster, and that's really the only goal. You go in that tournament and you try to win. I mean, obviously every tournament you try to go win, but that one specifically, you really want to win because that's your opportunity to qualify for the national championship, which not very many people get to do. So going into practice, the weather was kind of nasty. It was warm early in the week and it got colder as the week progressed. And we had a lot of thunderstorms and rain coming through. So the one day that I got to go out there and practice, it was real cloudy, real windy, and I was throwing a bladed jig around a little bit, a Picasso shock blade, and I just wasn't getting very many bites. So I decided to pick up a Picasso Lures Hog Snatcher buzzbait. I took the skirt off of it. It's the black with the gold blade, and I threw a Bojangles black and blue Z-Daddy on the back of that, super glued the head, makes those baits last longer. I was throwing that on a 7.3 medium heavy. It's the Zilla by Alpha Angler. I was throwing that on an 8-speed Lose Hyper Mag, and on 50-pound X Plasma braid. So a lot of those fish, they were actually positioned on the edges of these grass mats or even in the grass mats. So what I do is I throw it on the back side when there's a little bit of open water. I drill it through, pop, 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 going through the grass, get on the other side. And a lot of times, as soon as I came off the edge of that grass, I'd get a blow up or within the first 2 or 3 feet. So I found several fish on main lake and secondary points that had grass on them, especially the ones that had grass underneath the surface, that aquatic grass, especially coontail. But I'd be reeling it along as soon as you got on top of it, where it was just under the surface, about, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches. I got a lot of bites on the points. I didn't get very many bites on the main lake stretches, just specifically on points and on secondary points. And so coming into the tournament, I expected that to be a big player. So coming into tournament day, me and my partner, we both practiced separate, and we thought we had a good enough game plan. He's pretty solid offshore. I felt like I had a good shallow bite going. So we thought we could put the two together and it would pay off. We started in an area that I've fished quite often, and we ended up catching one early on a buzzbait. Went a little bit further down the stretch, caught another one on the buzzbait, which ended up being our biggest fish of the tournament. And we ran several other spots, didn't get a whole lot of bites. We ended up catching another keeper, and we had 3 keepers for a long time. We tried a lot of the offshore stuff and never really could get one to go. So then we went back to the grass, fished a lot of areas that we had bites. My partner said, hey, there's a spot that we haven't fished. I've done well in the past there. Let's go try it. So we pulled up there, caught one pretty quickly. That was our 4th keeper. And so after we got our 4th keeper, we were kind of thinking, well, we really need to get that 5th one. From what we're hearing, some guys are catching them, some guys aren't. So we weren't real sure what it was going to take to win. We knew that a limit would go a long way. And so we ran several other spots, and in the last 20 minutes we pulled up on a stretch, and my partner caught one on a buzzbait. It was our 5th keeper. It was our smallest one, but hey, it was number 5. We didn't care. We had 5. We did our job. Kincaid can be a really tough fishery, and catching 5 can be hard, especially this time of year in the fall when they're transitioning, and some are staying out deep, some are moving shallow, chasing the bait. Tough conditions are tough, cold front rolling in and all. And so we got 5. We come in, and they caught them. Several guys caught them. We had a decent limit, but our limit was only good enough for like 9th place. So all in all, it was a good tournament. Can't complain with catching a quality limit like that, but you're going to learn from it. Try to keep some of the spots that we found in practice and in the tournament for future success, and try to build upon that and look at the mistakes that we made throughout the day. Maybe not fish as much offshore stuff this late in the year, because I mean the end of October you're looking at fish. A lot of fish are shallow. There are some still out deep, but they've been pressured all summer long, so they're really hard to catch. And just maybe focusing on that shallow bite could have had some better results for us, because I know McKendree had a team that finished second, and they caught them pretty good. Especially they fished shallow all day. And yeah, so this is Colton Hill. I'm signing off with Colton Hill Fishing.